Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. Welcome to the Big Fat Channel. I am the Digital CCH. We don't really have much of an agenda tonight. We usually do a walking and talking type thing on Wednesdays, but we're actually inside right now, so not too much going on outside. I'm actually in the process of trying to do a couple things for the channel. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of different thumbnails that we've worked up over the last 43-ish, 44-ish days. Just trying to figure out which ones seem to work the best as far as the text over the backgrounds and what you can read when they're this small. So not sure what we're going to do for today. Probably pick something similar to something we've done in the past. Could probably create a new one. Maybe I'll create a new one. Let's see. Not too much going on today. We actually spent most of the day working on the Jersey Shore directory, making some updates, and we had someone who did a kind of thorough critical review of the site, not necessarily from the businesses that are listed on it, but more of the flow and function, layout, and design. So we're trying to integrate some of those edits into the site. So we're working on that. Could probably work on that tomorrow and Friday. Like I said, either yesterday or the day before, Friday afternoon is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous in the 70s, I think. And hopefully we can kind of get the weekend started early on Friday afternoon, and just kind of maybe relax for a little bit this weekend. Haven't really had a chance to do that, even though we don't have anywhere to go or do anything, but I'd really like just to be able to kind of spend some time outside with my wife and kids and just enjoy a day. We haven't had a good solid 2 days of a weekend in a couple months now. Not even thinking about the quarantine stuff, just between rain and cold, and we're supposed to get a freeze warning tonight here in where we live. So hopefully everything that's set up with the pool is is okay. Hopefully it doesn't get that cold. But I think we'll be fine. Still have to do all the initial opening chemicals for the pool, so I gotta get over to the pool store and get that chemical kit. Probably just dump a gallon of shock in it and call it a day, but we want to do it right, get the right chemicals put into it, so we have all the levels, pH, alkalinity, all that stuff set up right. But we should have a good full season of it. Last year we didn't get it done until I don't know, mid-July, maybe somewhere around there. So we only had maybe 6-8 weeks of the pool. This year we'll have a good June, July, August, a good 3+, almost 4 months, if we can keep it open out past Labor Day. I'd love to be sitting in it Labor Day weekend watching Michigan football. If the weather's still nice enough, if it's still warm enough, we can get that done, but that's a ways out. So let's get to Memorial Day first, and hopefully everything can start getting back to quote-unquote normal. I know I made a couple of videos in the past about what the new normal is, and I'm actually kind of mad at myself for buying into the whole concept, although I do think there is going to have to be a different normal. I don't want to let it define our lives, so I'd like to go back to doing as much as possible what was the old normal, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So we'll see. The one thing I think this whole thing has taught me personally, but I think taught us as a society, is you definitely can you learn to live within your means. You don't have to. You learn to live with what you can live without. The conveniences of the things we have these days, where if you just need something, you run out, you get it. That's been brushed out the back door I think people live in excess of what they need beyond their means, and hopefully maybe this is teaching us that it's not about having everything you need and having everything you want. You definitely should have the things you need, but I think people possibly are realizing they don't need a lot of the things they have, or need a lot of things they want. So that's one of the things that I see, is because you don't have the immediate access to all of the things that were just a leisure before. You're learning to live without them. So even everyone who is so used to Amazon, the Prime deliveries, you order it by 4 o'clock today, you have it delivered to your front doorstep tomorrow morning. We've tried to get stuff and it says delivery June 15th, and you're like, that's 4 weeks from now. I don't understand. But that's supply and demand. That's how Amazon is prioritizing things. So we'll see how everything shakes out. Hopefully Amazon starts getting back to normal shortly, and their pricing gets back under control. I'm still trying to get that Logitech C920 camera, and it's still up over $150, $200. So it should be a $59 camera. I don't think I'm going to pay much more than $60, $75 for it if the prices start coming back down. I think things need to start getting back to normal. I don't know what that new normal is going to be. I don't know what how businesses are going to handle employees, if they're still going to do remote work, or even if the government and the state and your county and your town and even your boss says it's okay to come back to work, how many people are going to feel comfortable going back to work? I don't know what's going to be acceptable, what's going to be expected, what's going to be allowed. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how things work. NASCAR starting back up this weekend. I think they're going to run like 7 races in 11 days or something, but no fans in the stands and just broadcast on TV, obviously. So I think they just want to get back to that's probably the least close proximity sport you can have. Even golf, you're not too close, but you're walking around with 6 or 8 other people, within a close proximity to you. So I don't know how sports is going to work. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball is probably okay, but down in the dugout you're still close to each other. But football, you're literally like smashing your faces together. So I don't know how they're going to do that. College football says they're going to go back, but no fans in the stands. Well, if kids aren't going back to school, then how are you going to have players going back to school? So who knows how any of this is going to work. It's definitely crazy, but I just want to get back to feeling like I can just jump in my car, run out to the store, and just get something, and not worrying about whether or not I have to. I should need to be wearing a mask or gloves, or spraying my hands with alcohol or Lysol or bleach wipes or whatever the hell we're doing right now. It's probably overkill for some people, but it's what we're doing. So who knows? So I think that's about it for now. I just wanted to get on, do a quick. We're going on almost 9 minutes now, so I thought I was actually going to be shorter than this. So we'll wrap it up for now. Hope everyone's doing well. Be safe. If you have any questions, comments about anything you've seen in my last couple of videos, please drop a comment. I'd love to start up a conversation, a dialogue, discussion about any of the things I've talked about. I know I kind of bounce around from one thing to another, whether it's sports, digital tech, culture, what have you, but that's kind of what this channel is for now. Depending on if any one thing kind of takes off, I might start a separate channel just for that. If I move forward with the sports talk, or college football review and wrap-ups, that may end up being its own channel if it gets any type of traction. So hopefully something takes off and we can start getting involved with a following and some people and engagement, and providing some value to anyone who's watching these videos. I'd love to do something where I have a weekly talk show of sorts where I even have guests on. We can do a Zoom call or something and kind of do a almost like a web interview or something like that. I know obviously there are tons of channels and media platforms that are doing this, but for right now, I'm nobody, I'm nothing. So to turn what I'm doing right now into some type of small project or passion, that would be really cool. So we'll leave it at that right now. We'll wrap, and I'll say until tomorrow. Thank you.